And we've been watching a special report on CBS today. Impeachment proceedings, of course, beginning in our nation's capital. This is the first time in history a president has been impeached by the House twice. And today the Senate is debating whether or not to impeach Donald Trump. Today, a prosecutor from the House is presenting evidence related to the attack on the United States Capitol back on January 6th. And the impeachment hearings are expected to continue for several more days. So for a moment now, here at 12 o'clock, we're going to continue with our original programming on KREM 2 News and certainly keep you up to date on what's happening in Washington, D.C. as well.
KREM 2 News at Noon begins now.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to KREM 2 News at Noon. I'm Laura Papetti. Jen York is behind the scenes today. We have had some bitterly cold temperatures this morning in some places and more ahead of us. Jeremy Legoo standing by with our forecast. And Jeremy, we went from really warm to really chilly.
Yeah, and Laura, this is kind of just the start of it. Today, temperatures are going to trend about 10 degrees below where they should be. By Thursday, 20 degrees below where they should be. Right now, we sit comfortably at 22 degrees there in downtown. We've got clouds, but the sun's starting to peek out from behind some of those. And it's one of those situations where it all depends on where the clouds set up. We are expecting to see a little bit of sun, so expect that to work its way out. Places like Sandpoint saw that sun and it helped bump their temperatures back up into the 20s after dipping down into the teens early on today. Because we didn't see the sun, well, our temperatures stayed in the 20s early this morning, but now they're struggling to climb as we move through the next couple of hours. When we take a look at what's going on, you can see those clouds. About Deer Park is the cutoff for them. Coeur d'Alene, you're under clouds, but you head a little bit farther north and well, it's clear skies for you. We are eventually going to see a few breaks in those later on this afternoon as we get that push of cold, dry air coming in from the north and actually out to the east. So that will continue to work its way in. Later today, temps in the upper 20s. Overnight tonight, the teens. Tomorrow, similar to today, but Laura, I'm telling you, colder temperatures are in the forecast. By Thursday, we're looking at the coldest temperatures we've seen all winter.
Well, Jeremy, of course, that is concerning for folks who are living on the streets. And the city of Spokane is opening up some extra shelter space during the cold snap. The city says it will house people who are most vulnerable to COVID-19 in hotels and motels while temperatures remain low. There are 75 overnight spaces for men at Truth Ministries. The city of Spokane is covering the $2 entry fee. Catholic Charities and Family Promises Spokane are helping families who need shelter as well. So for a full list of locations, you can text the word shelter to 509-448-2000. And of course, always those shelters needing support, especially as we enter this cold time. Today, police are investigating anti-Semitic vandalism that happened on Spokane's South Hills Synagogue, and the search is on right now for a suspect. Dana Marie McNichol was at Temple Beth Shalom today, and she does have an update on what the temple looks like right now.
The vandalism found by police yesterday morning is still very visible here at the temple. A large swastika in red paint was graffitied and marked on the side of this building. Also, a Holocaust memorial was damaged. Now, we were able to speak with the temple rabbi, Tamar Molino. She told KREM 2 that although the vandalism and graffiti isn't new to the temple, the incident hit especially hard.
We had a graffiti incident about 5 years ago as well, but not quite as aggressive as this one. Very difficult to know that there are people out there that hate you that much just for being Jewish and want to be able to and have intention of expressing that.
Police are looking over surveillance cameras and have collected samples of the spray paint. As for Rabbi Molino, she says although this is hurtful and wrong, she wants the Jewish community to continue being strong and push forward. The Spokane Police Chief released a statement saying there's no place for hate mongering in our community. SPD takes this crime very seriously and is committed to doing everything possible to arrest the person or persons responsible. Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward did release a statement about this vandalism, saying that this is disgusting and this type of hate is not tolerable here in our community. Now, if you have any information about this crime or anything related to this, police are urging you to call Crime Check. You'll see the number there on your screen. Reporting on the South Hill, I'm Dana Marie McNichol.
Okay, again, that number 456-2233 if you know anything. It is 12:04 right now. Also developing today, Washington State Patrol has confirmed a trooper died in an avalanche just east of Snoqualmie Pass. WSP has confirmed that Trooper Steve Hooley was a 28-year veteran of the Washington State Patrol. Today, he is being remembered as an outdoorsman who loved hunting, fishing, and snowmobiling.
You just can't imagine that you're not going to see Steve Hool anymore. He's a fixture around here. I mean, those of us who know him, just, it hurts, and we feel really, really bad for his family, his wife, and his children.
Now, the avalanche happened Monday morning in the French Cabin Creek area that's just north of Cle Elum Lake. Over the weekend, the area got hit hard with snow and strong winds, two factors that, of course, contribute to avalanches. At this hour, we also have an update on two towns who were devastated by Washington's wildfires last summer. FEMA has denied Washington State's request for individual assistance for Whitman County. This funding would have provided grants for Malden and Pine City households to rebuild their homes. We spoke to Public Lands Commissioner Hillary Franz about this move.
Frankly, I was shocked. I mean, I remember very well, still to this day, the horrifying images of Malden, walking those streets where it literally looked like a bomb had gone off.
So last week, FEMA approved public assistance to Whitman County, which can be used for infrastructure, and that includes government buildings, roads, light poles, things like that. Governor Inslee's office will not file an appeal to the denial. They say appeals are generally not successful. Representative Kathy McMorris Rogers sent a letter to Governor Inslee yesterday saying she wants improvements to vaccine distribution in eastern Washington. In the letter, she wrote, quote, rural areas are at a disadvantage when it comes to health care access and infrastructure. We have a shared commitment of working to help set these communities up for success. Now, since the mass vaccination site opened up, appointments continue to fill right up, and thousands of people already have received their COVID vaccine at the Spokane Arena alone. So this means it requires all hands on deck to administer the vaccine. KREM 2's Tim Fan found out that some of the people working there are actually WSU students.
Some college students learn from textbooks. Others require hands-on experience.
Today was a free day for me. I don't have work or class, so I decided to come out and help. Okay, so this is your second dose.
Rochelle Tykes, a second-year pharmacy student at Washington State University, hasn't even graduated yet, and she's already making a difference.
It's crazy to think that each shot that I do is one out of like thousands that are going on right now.
Here she is administering a shot of hope for patients like Robert Paul in today to receive his second dose of the vaccine.
It was great. I really appreciate Washington State University and all the great work that they do for our whole community.
And it just goes into COVID and everything. During the work day, where a lot of people who are immunization trained already have jobs that they have to go to. So it's really special that Wazoo students get to have this time.
Allergies or anything like that?
Summit Cancer Center's president says WSU students didn't hesitate to answer the call.
We all need to roll up our sleeves, not only to just get the shot, but also to help get other people the shots.
As long as vaccinators have their credentials to administer the vaccine, they are needed at sites throughout the state. It's an opportunity to give back and be a part of history.
I think this is once in a generation event, and we are all tired of COVID. And the only way we can get out of this pandemic is to vaccinate a lot of people very quickly.
More than 100 WSU health science students are administering vaccines at clinics and at the Spokane Arena.
I definitely hope that with all of the students that are able to give vaccines, we can start rolling out more and get the general public hopefully vaccinated very soon. So definitely take the day easy tomorrow.
There's been nothing normal about Tyke's second year of pharmacy school, but there's one thing all of this has confirmed for her.
I really love my patients, and it's great being able to do this and get hands-on experience.
When asked how she will remember this, she says it's given her a new sense of confidence. She can make a difference.
For me personally, it's a huge boost in confidence in being able to reassure my patient that I know what I'm doing, that I am there to help them, that I am a trusted healthcare provider. You're all good to go, Sarah.
Thank you so much.
In Spokane, I'm Tim Pham, KREM 2 News.
And that is it. You are good to go.
Thanks to all those students helping out. Well, we want to tell you about KREM 2 and the fact that we're hosting Valentine's to Veterans, an effort to spread a little love and cheer to the Spokane Veterans Home. We want to say thank you because so far the Inland Northwest has done an amazing job showing its pride for our men and women who have served. And so it's about getting special Valentine's cards to the veterans inside the home. We only have a little bit longer to get those Valentine cards in so we can make sure we have a lot to deliver, and they need to be dropped off by the end of tomorrow, so by Wednesday the 10th. We do have a drop-off box in front of the station, 4103 South Regal, as you can see at the bottom of your screen. It's an easy, no-contact way to show your support for the folks at the Veterans Home. They have, of course, like so many people, been separated from family and friends now for nearly a year.